Why I'm on the floor? Because we're going to get your trunk going. We're going to go ahead and we're going to start doing some pillar trunk stabilization work, which with the band is an outstanding exercise because the band will tell you, and more importantly will tell your body where to go ahead and contract. We're going to take the band. It's very important that when you engage with the pillar that you get the band onto the low part of your back, right at your lumbosacral junction. A lot of people are going to want the band way up here. You're going to lose the effect if you do that. Get the band on your low back, press against it a little bit, and that immediately locks it onto your low back. As long as you keep a little tension on the band at all times, it stays locked onto your pelvis. The next key is to make sure your hand position is where it's supposed to be. It has to be underneath your shoulders. So you got to make sure your hands are under your shoulders. What that does is it creates a better line of pull from the low back to your hand. If the hands get high, you're immediately going to create a greater angle. The band is going to want to slide up your back. So you want to make sure, lock it on your back, hands down, position your hands under your shoulders, and let's lock it in and hold. That's your pillar stabilization drill right there. Lock in and hold. Nice and tight. Get up on those toes and really stabilize. Keep that trunk. Now, you're going to immediately find with the band, it's going to tell your low back, I want to sag. What you're going to do then immediately to keep that low back from sagging is you're going to push up against the band, engaging your trunk, which is exactly what we want to do. Now, for many people, a band might be too strong for them to go ahead and use in a double position. What you want to do then is just take it over top. You're going to grip the band by putting it through your hand here, putting it through here. Now I'm using one band versus two. Hand position is the same, and I'm going to lock in and hold. So that's a very easy way to go ahead and do pillar stabilization with a band, but make the adjustment by using a single band versus using a double band. Quickly and easily, they can take what was too strong of a band and make it much easier for them to use by going ahead and using it singly. I would recommend make sure they hook it around their hand so that it stays in position and that it loosens up so there's a lot of slack between the bands so they're getting good tension between their back and their hand. Resisted pillars. Watch your trunk light up when you start these.